Hi everybody, it's Terry again. Welcome to my kitchen. Today, as part of the Arctic Adventure Presents, on behalf of the town of Aurora, we're going to make a vegetable soup, roasted vegetable. It can be anything at all you want, any combination of vegetables as long as they can roast up. Root vegetables are the best. But let's give this a shot and I'll show you the way I'm going to do it and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so what I did before you got here was I roasted up some squash, some carrots, and about a half an onion. And let me be honest with you, I totally cheated here. There was not a squash that I felt like cutting and peeling and cubing because believe me, those are hard to do and a pain. So I cheated. I bought the squash that you can find in the freezer section that's already cubed. So come on down here. You're gonna roast these with a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper until they're like really soft and mushy. Same with the onion, big chunks, and the carrot. So now I'm gonna put them into vegetable stock for a completely vegetarian meal or chicken stock like I'm using here. All of it in here. This soup goes really well if you want to do it all mushroom. Take a variety of mushrooms, put them on a cookie sheet, cut them up, all different kinds, cremini, portobellos, whatever you like. Roast it with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and a lot of thyme. Thyme, which looks like this, and mushrooms are best friends. They love each other. Roast it until it's caramelized and brown, and then take it out, and you're gonna do the exact same thing we're doing. You're gonna put it into vegetable stock. We're gonna simmer it for a bit, blend it up, add a little bit of cream, and you've got a really nice cream of mushroom soup. But for this, with squash, I love curry. My kids don't like it, but I love when I add curry. So I add just half a teaspoon of curry into the soup mix. And now we're gonna let that simmer for a little bit, letting the flavors sort of come together, maybe 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and blend it up. Now that the soup's been simmering for about 15 minutes, I'm gonna add some thyme, just because I love it. If you don't like the flavor of thyme, leave it out. If you wanna add a little bit of rosemary, feel free to do so. Use about half of what you did with thyme. And if you've never taken thyme off the stem, it is really easy. Find the woody kind of stems, not the thin little ones. Grab them and just run your nails down backwards and the little leaves will come off. And you're not gonna add a lot, maybe about a teaspoon. It doesn't take a lot. Thyme is a fairly strong herb. Hand down, keep the tip on the board and run it back and forth. And now let's put it into our soup. So now I'm gonna puree it. I happen to have an immersion blender, but if you want, you can use a potato masher and just crush it. You can also use a blender. You can also leave it half chunky and half smooth by taking half of it out, pureeing it in a blender, and putting it back. But I'm going to use the immersion blender. Okay, so now all pureed, all nice. Quick taste for salt. Always taste everything for seasoning as you go. And it says it needs salt. I'm a big fan of the 4-finger pinch for salt. So your thumb and whatever you can grab in 3 fingers is a pretty good start to the amount of salt. The number one problem that home cooks have is they under-season whatever they're making. Actually, a little bit more. Vegetables on the whole take a lot of salt. Now, this next step is optional, totally up to you. You don't have to. You can have the soup just as it is, or you can make it a little bit more luxurious and add anywhere from a quarter to half a cup of heavy cream, or half and half, which is what I just used, or even milk. If you want to keep it completely vegetarian and vegan, you can add almond milk. You can add cashew milk, which would be lovely in here. Nuts and vegetables go really well. And there you go. A lovely roasted vegetable soup.